Steven Caulker. Good to see you. Hi, Steven. You're still here in the country waiting for your visa to get back out to Spain, but we're happy because it means we get you for that little bit longer, don't we? European quarter-finals as well. You get to watch all the football here for Liverpool tonight. Given how tight this Premier League title race is, do you think they will have one eye on Sunday's game at home to Crystal Palace?
Good morning, both. I think to a certain extent they will, of course, have an eye on Sunday's game. I think they'll have an eye on all the upcoming games, as it's such a busy schedule right now. But I think tonight is an important game for Liverpool. It's the only cup that Jurgen hasn't won during his time at Liverpool, and they'll want to complete the treble. So I think tonight's important. I think that, of course, they will be, as I said, have an eye on Crystal Palace on Sunday and all the remaining fixtures in what's been an incredible season for everyone involved.
The good news for Jurgen Klopp is players are coming back from injury. You've seen Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson, Diego Jota in training this week. With that in mind, do you think Jurgen Klopp can afford to rotate at all this evening? Yeah, I mean, Jurgen's shown time and time again he's got faith in the youngsters. When those big names are out injured, he's not been afraid to rotate, and he's given them all opportunities. So I think with those names coming back in, he's got even further opportunity, further trust in his squad to rotate. I was reading this morning that the players are just returning, so whether or not they'll get a start or not remains to be seen. But he would certainly like to involve them and get them involved as soon as possible, because they're going to be absolutely vital to the experience they've had in previous run-ins to really push Liverpool for, as I said, to complete the treble.
I mean, they're going to want to do everything to send Jurgen Klopp off with some silverware, send him out on a high. But with them involved in so many competitions, what's the mindset as a player? Do you prioritise? Can you prioritise?
I think if you asked any player with the cameras off right now, would they want the Europa League or the Premier League? I think everyone would say the Premier League, of course. Bragging rights right now, it's been one of the best seasons I've ever witnessed, and I think every player would obviously love to claim that above the rivals in Arsenal, above the rivals at Man City. However, I think to be at that level, you've got to have an elite mindset, and that elite mindset consists of a winning mentality. And if you ask any player with the cameras rolling, they'll say they want to win everything, and absolutely, why wouldn't they? They've got the opportunity to go on and win a treble, as you said there, send Klopp off on a real high. So they'll be competing everything, but I think, as I said, personally, I think that Premier League will mean that just that little bit more.
A lot has been made about Liverpool missing chances, particularly after the draw against Manchester United. Do you see any issue there? They're just lacking that clinical edge at the moment, while still scoring a number of goals.
Well, as you mentioned, they're still scoring. First half, it could have been 3, it could have been 4. So they certainly weren't at their best on the weekend, but they do what all top players do, and they find a way. They got the goals in the end. Wasn't quite enough to beat a rigid United, because I thought second half United were really good. But I feel that will come. It's been a really long season. People forget how many games they've actually played this season, and what the remaining games will show is that experience will come through, that quality, and I personally, I'm going to actually go with Liverpool for the title. I mean, I have changed my mind about 5 times, so forgive me for anyone who's saying I said Man City a couple of weeks ago. But it's just been so good to see. But I do feel that momentum is going to be with Liverpool heading into the final few games.
One of the things that we've seen this season is the emergence of some of these young players getting game time they might never have imagined that they'd gotten, and some of them doing so well on the biggest of stages as well. We want to heap a lot of praise on Jarell Quansah. He's 21 years old, defender, of course. What have you made of his progress in this Liverpool team? It's been quite special, hasn't it?
What a player, yeah. Really, really top talent. What I love about his mentality, he's made a mistake on the weekend, which all players do. He's got punished by making a mistake at the halfway line, which is obviously extremely unfortunate. But I loved his mentality after that. As I said, we all make mistakes as players, but he's made that mistake and then he's moved straight on, and he put on a really good performance yet again. I think that he has a really bright future ahead of him, and it actually shows the trust that Klopp has in him to play him, week in, week out.
And how important are partnerships as well? Because he must be gaining a huge amount of confidence
and experience from playing alongside Virgil Van Dijk, one of the best defenders that the Premier League's ever seen.
Yeah, he's got a great role model next to him, and I actually loved after the incident on the weekend that the cameras zoomed in and Virgil was straight over to Jarrell and gave him a little thing of encouragement, which is really nice to see. As the more experienced player on the pitch, it's really nice to see that he's leading and supporting those young boys through those difficult moments, because no footballer goes through a career without making a mistake, but it happens, and it's really nice to have that support in someone of his presence next to him. So that Virgil's a leader. I've been fortunate to play with myself at Southampton, and he's an incredible player, and no doubt he's sharing his experience now with the young players and helping them develop.